right? So I'm stripping the engine, preparing to fit the new engine, which is over in the corner, but obviously there's a hole in the sump and I want to figure out why. So there is a bolt on the lower side, chassis side pickup for this lower arm, which is about 1 centimetre away from the corner of the sump, which has a hole in it. So it just looks too convenient that it's right there. And I think that I had a suspicion that the engine under torque was moving like this. And ultimately that bolt has punched a hole in the sump. So, but it was, when I took the clams off, I was kind of surprised that there was Vibrotechnics mounts on both sides. And when I tested them with a pry bar, like obviously there's a little bit of movement, but there's not really that much. So they're quite strong, there's no issues. But on the lower side mount, you've got this here. You've got 4 bolts, these 2 at the top, which have spacers. And on the lower side, you've got one here, which if you look, isn't even secured in. It's not even screwed in properly. And when you go to the underneath, you can actually see what's happened. So there should be an M10 bolt running through this mount here into the engine here, which will obviously stop the engine from moving like that. And that other bolt, which is here, is completely loose. So that's what's happened. They've had the engine out, they haven't reinstalled it properly, haven't bolted it in, and it's moved under torque and tried to tear itself apart. And obviously that's also why the AN fittings into the Laminova, which are obviously down on this side down on the front side of the engine, the AN fittings have snapped. It's not anything to do with the AN fittings, it's the engine mounts, but at least we know how to put it right. And obviously I'll not be putting that manifold on, or that downpipe, or even that turbo. So yay.